We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with CVNA stock, Carvana stock, continuing to fight to hold above $24 to $25. Hit a high here today of $28.50, and we're going to talk about the key levels to watch going into next week. And it wasn't the only stock pulling downwards. The overall market and the SPY did as well. And our SPY bot at 1:40 p.m. sent out a bear indicator, and from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 100% plus within an hour, guys. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So here we are with CVNA stock trying to hold itself up above $25 here in the after hours, and we're going to talk about the key levels to watch going into next week, what the inflow versus outflow is showing, the bull and bear indicators, and the data of short interest. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunity that was mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home run of the day was spectacular beyond expectations, and if you guys want to know about these stocks early on and receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the home run of the day was from our AMD bot. Our AMD bot sent out a bear indicator at 9:40 a.m. And from that moment forward, outflows crossed the midpoint to the downside, pure weakness there on 42 vision, and put options went up 200% plus within an hour, guys. And as you see, they're popping up within the screen, within the options chain, some options even went higher than that. If you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicators, getting connected over to our bots. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. Here we are with CVNA stock, Carvana stock, doing a full transition from red bars down here yesterday to bright green, and today from bright green to red bars. If this is your first time coming across the channel, this is 42 vision, which allows us to see the dips from the rips to the dips, and where the strength and weakness lies within the charts. And we also use our bull and bear indicators and inflow versus outflow as an extra layer of confirmation, which I'm going to pull up here and you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge over the charts and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are with CVNA stock, Carvana stock, under a bear indicator today after the bull indicator canceled the previous bear indicator at around the 2270 area. And today a bear indicator popped up at around the 2680 area, and outflows have crossed the midpoint, guys. Something to not ignore there, and they're fighting to come back up here in the second half of the day, and I would not ignore this going into next week. This is going to be crucial and critical if there's going to be any further strength back up to retest key resistance levels. These inflows need to pick back up and cross that midpoint to the upside with full strength, and not just that here on the 30-minute, but also here on the 1 hour, guys. You could see these outflows beginning, and if they continue to the downside and cross the midpoint, it could quickly start to reflect that weakness into these charts. And this bear indicator here has now popped up to cancel out the bull indicator, from way down here at 21.50 area. A bear indicator has popped up at the $26 mark. Something to not ignore here as well in the 1 hour charts. And outflows have not crossed over just yet, but they have began from way up here of inflows of 4.01 down towards inflows of 0.97. Something to not ignore there within the 1 hour charts. I'll be watching that very carefully as it has a bear indicator now, as well as on the 30-minute chart it has a bear indicator, and on the 15-minute within the volatility, inflows are trying to pick back up. A full transition happened from the rip area to the dip area today, from way up here at 28.50 down towards 24.50. A bear indicator popped up at $27, and to justify any strength to the upside, these inflows need to continue pushing up away from the midpoint, eventually cancel out this bear indicator on the 15-minute with a possible bull indicator. And I'm going to be watching, could that strength roll over into next week, into the 30-minute and 1 hour. Now, what are the key levels I'll be watching? Well, the first thing is support, guys, and the first support level is 24.50. That's where things leveled off today. That's going to be crucial and critical. If these outflows go ahead and cross back over to the downside, it could quickly start to reflect into the 15-minute chart, and this bull indicator continues to dominate over the chart and roll over that weakness even further into the 30-minute, switching it from green to red to the downside, pulling away from the midpoint as well. And 24.50 gets broken through. The next support I'll be watching is where the bull indicator popped up at $22 to $23, and then below that comes the next support of 21.50. So those are the key levels I'll be watching to the downside. Now, to the upside, it's going to be crucial and critical for these inflows to pick up, continue above the midpoint here on the 30-minute to reflect any further strength to the upside here, cancel out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator, and also on the 1 hour, stay above the midpoint, switch from red to green, pull upwards, and on the 15-minute, continue to stay above and pulling away from the midpoint to the upside, eventually canceling out this bear indicator with a possible bull indicator. And the first resistance would be the $27 mark. That's where things consolidated and got tight yesterday. And then above that is the highs of the day up here of $28.50. And then the next resistance I'll be watching is $30. Now, these inflow versus outflows are going to be crucial, as on the 15-minute, it's back above and green. On the 30-minute, it's trying to come back up. I'm going to be watching that very closely as it's green and getting close to it. And on the 1 hour, yes, it's red, but it's still above, and it's going to be crucial for it to switch from red to green and stay above the midpoint to justify any possible strength to the upside and possible cancellation of these bear indicators with possible bull indicators on all three time frames. So I'm going to be watching these inflow versus outflows very carefully and closely. I would not ignore them, the bull and bear indicators, and these are the key levels I'll be watching to the upside and to the downside. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.